front men, and Srnicek's in trouble, and it's Jefferson puts it away.
Living reflections from a dream.
Yeah, right, guys, and welcome to my nightmare, which just happens to be episode 21 of the Frangerine dream. First of all, how is it going? Because I genuinely want to know. And second of all, thanks for asking. It is going, I mean, surprisingly alright. It's going surprisingly alright. But, fuck, this has been the most frustrating start to a season I have ever endured on Football Manager, I think. We've come up to the Championship. I was excited as fuck. We lost that game 2-1 to Sunderland. Bit unlucky with that. And since then, the injuries have just been chronic. The injuries have been bloody chronic. So before we get into that, let's take you through the transfers we have made. So first of all, we brought in veteran, versatile attacker Jonathan Walters. This is a theme. Versatile attackers are a theme in the signings that I have made. We signed him from Cork City, who got him from Stoke on a free a couple of years ago. We paid about £76,000 for him, and he's been tearing it up in the Irish Premier League. And he came in for us because we were struggling on numbers. He played a match, he scored a goal, he got injured like the fucking rest of them. So, not great, not great. Next up was Luke Freeman, who we signed on a free. So, from Sheffield Wednesday, they let him go 2 years after paying just over £5 million for him when they were in League One. Daft bastards. But yeah, again, he is a versatile attacker, and to be honest, I think he's a bit of a bargain. His value is already 2.1 million. So far, he's not done great for us. He is averaging 6.63, but we basically had to stick him in the team when he hadn't had a pre-season at all, so he's still not really back to fitness. He's still not match sharp. So we'll give him a bit of time to get better in. But yeah, he's another one. He can play all across attacking mid naturally. And he can play comfortably anywhere across midfield and up front as well. So he's valuable to us. And I see him sort of as an upgrade / long-term replacement for Billy Clark. Because he's exactly the same kind of player. He's also got a good left foot. He's also versatile across the forward areas. So yeah, hopefully he will be Billy Clark's long-term replacement. Next up, we signed a versatile attacker. Originally at Millwall when the game starts, Aidan O'Brien. He moved to Bradford a couple of years ago for 140 grand. We signed him for 400 grand, which is a bit of a risk, seeing as he has recently been playing in League 2. But you know, I know Aidan O'Brien on this game. He is good, and if nothing else, he is physically fine. He's determined, he's hardworking, he's a team player. Those are his standout credentials, which for me is like my perfect template of a player. Anything on top of that is a bonus. But yeah, he joins the squad and is cup tied for our game, our first game today, which is just fucking great. Next up, we signed a young kid for £1,500 called Colin Kelly, and I wouldn't usually show you these youngsters we signed, but the squad's that threadbare at the minute. I think we'll probably use him during this video. I would be surprised if we didn't. We signed him from Institute in the Northern Irish Championship for £1,500. He is a left-footed striker. He can finish, he's composed, he's determined, and he's a team player. And you know, he'll do fine. There have been no more outgoings. We have sent a shit ton of youngsters on loan. If you're wondering where Donatello, I did call him Donatello. Donatello has gone on loan to Motherwell for the season. I wanted him to stay and be a part of the squad, but to be honest, Motherwell came in for him, and he is slamming in the goals in the Scottish Premiership, so I couldn't really deny him that chance. To be playing for a team like Motherwell, who is third in the Scottish first tier, it'll be a great experience for him, and hopefully he'll come back a much better player. So Donatello, we will see you next season. Hopefully you'll come back and save us with your goals. Other players that you've seen before, like Matt Nolan, Corey Knowles, they also went on loan just to get a bit of game time. But let's just have a quick catch up then. So we saw this Sunderland match together, right? And the injuries were pretty bad at this point. During this match, Lee Hodson and Cal Dempsey both got injured. Matty Kennedy got the goal, good lad. We moved on to the next match. We signed Jonathan Walters. As I say, he scored on his debut and then got injured along with Billy Clark, because fucking why not? We then got absolutely ripped apart by Burnley. Absolutely ripped apart away at one of our closest rivals. Goals for Jeff Hendrick and Diafra Sakho, and Freddie Woodman scored no goal. He has not played in the 2 matches since because it was fucking shocking. I won't show you it because it's not even that entertaining to watch. He just sort of flaps it across and it goes in. It's shit. But of course we got the obligatory 2 injuries. Kieran Freeman and Matty Kennedy got injured. And then we switched it up a bit because I realised for this Burnley match we're playing Burnley away, who are a big side. I think they've just come down from the Premiership, and I was trying to stick with my 4-2-3-1 despite the fact that we didn't really have the wide players suitable for it. So for the Nottingham Forest game we switched it around and we went back to the same formation that we're playing today. Well, pretty much. Do you remember this? We had this formation basically when Carlton Cole joined the club, and I basically just wanted to get everyone gravitating around Carlton Cole as a target man at the top. We've not been using a target man, we've been using like a deep line forward or a false 9. But yeah, we played that on the counter against Nottingham Forest, and shame on Nottingham Forest because we were by far the better team with this cobbled together mess that I'd created. Danny Philliskirk got the goal and promptly got injured because fuck my life. And then we hosted Sheffield Wednesday at home. This was Aidan O'Brien's debut. He scored in 14 minutes. So in the first 14 minutes of his Blackpool career, he has got as many goals as Joe Garner got in the whole of his Blackpool career. But we ended up drawing 1-1. Lucas Shaw. Something like that. Lucas Shaw got the goal to equalise for Sheffield Wednesday, and Jimmy Lockie was injured in that match. So not great. We're still not looking good. Players are starting to return. They're starting to return to training, but there are still a lot of casualties, and we're having to throw a couple of players in when they're not really fit to start. So you might have noticed, by the way, the games today are against Liverpool in the EFL Cup second round. We're playing them at Bloomfield Road, and it's on the telly. And then we're going away to Leeds, who are currently 3rd in the Championship. So could be 2 losses in one video. Not really sure. But I thought, you know, because we've drawn Liverpool in the Cup, I'll show you these 2 matches. And also, we can just finish off the deadline day in case there is any last-minute signings. I don't think there will be, because, to be honest, we've got quite a big squad now when everyone's fit. And plenty of cover in pretty much every area. Well, I say plenty of cover. There's obviously fucking not, is there? But as much cover as you can get without having, like, 50 players in your squad. So I don't think there will be any late signings, but we'll wait and see. Let's show you what we're doing for this match then. So Liverpool look like they're going with a pretty strong side. They've got, well, off to a bad start. They've got Simon Mignolet in goal, Emre Can at right back, okay, Stefan De Vrij and Dejan Lovren at centre back, Suarez. How do you say that? Is it Suarez? Suarez. Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to call him Suarez. They've got Pereira as the holding man, Axel Witsel and Grujic in the centre of midfield. I'm going to enjoy saying his name. El Yunusi on the right wing, Keita on the left wing, and Gomez up front. Gomez looks quite good. Zé Gomez. Where are you from, buddy? Benfica, of course you are. And it looks like they've got plenty of quality on the bench as well in case they need it. They've got Danny Ward, Joel Matip, Servi, Sturridge, Brannigan, Sakho and Wijnaldum. So extremely confident about this one. Blackpool, since Freddie Woodman made that horrible mistake, we've not played him, so Lee Camp keeps his place in goal. He's conceded 1 in 3 now. Lee Camp's conceded 1 in 3, so yeah, not a bad start to his Blackpool career at all. We've got Kieran Freeman, Tom Aldred, Danny Wilson playing against his former club, and Luke Higham across the back. I need to take him off wing-back attack though, because fuck that. Mark O'Kane and Josh Vella in the centre of midfield. And we've got Luke Freeman, Brad Potts and Billy Clark behind Owen the Impact Jones, who probably isn't ready to start this match at all. He's literally got back into training a couple of days ago. But because Aidan O'Brien is cup-tied and Danny Phillips-Kirk is injured, we've got no other choice, mate. So sorry about that. You're going in against Liverpool, of all clubs. So on the bench we've got Kigboo, a half-dead husband, a half-dead Sammy Amiobi, pretty close to alive Thomas, half-dead Lockie, and 2 kids who I don't have much faith in. So, fucking excellent. So what I've decided to do as well is just put us on attack, the same as it used to be when Carlton was here. God, I'd love for Carlton to be the striker in that team. I'm telling them to play without pressure. I'll still tell them I've got faith in them, but just no pressure whatsoever. Right, yeah, so let's go out there and let's get a respectable result. I feel like even that's too optimistic. I feel like this just isn't going to be respectable in any way. There's no chance. There's no balance to this side. It's horrible, but we press on. Kieran Freeman's got himself a booking in the first minute. That is excellent. So we will be telling you to hang back a little bit so you're not trying to cover your arse after you've run half the way up the field. Comes back out to Luke Freeman. Is deflected away to Michael Caine on the edge of the area. Josh Vella. Can we get something here? Tom Aldred. Aldred holding it up. Kieran Freeman. Oh, we've got 2 Freemans now, haven't we? I didn't realise that. Groyich has won the ball and Keita comes away. And oh, that was nasty. If this is going to go to Liverpool and they counter again, this is just cruel. But Luke Freeman's in. Luke Freeman, he's hit the post. He's hit the post and it's rolled across the line, and it's cleared. Oh, and Blackpool missed. I want to say they're one chance to take the lead in this match, but Luke Freeman's coming away with the ball again. Brad Potts, he's tackled by Danilo. You vicious bastard, show me that. Keita coming forward on the left wing. Keita drills it in, but Lee Camp gets there. Good lad, Lee Camp. Long ball forward. It's headed back by De Vries. Luke Freeman. What can he do? He's a creative player. He's got the ball to Brad Potts. Well done. Brad Potts driving forward onto the right hand side. Plays it inside for Billy Clark, who finds Owen the Impact Jones. I think he was offside. He slotted it in. The linesman's running away. Owen the Impact Jones has made the ultimate impact against Blackpool's, I'm just going to say adopted rivals, Liverpool. Because they are my rivals, therefore they are Blackpool's rivals. Billy Clark, beautiful ball, and a great run by Owen the Impact Jones. I'm sorry for doubting you, mate. I thought you'd strayed offside, but he was level. Excellent goal. Excellent goal. Liverpool have got a chance now. Suarez to Keita. Keita drills it in. Lee Camp collects it. Is that all Liverpool have got in the locker? I don't want to taunt them. I really don't. I'm not going to taunt Liverpool when we are 1-0 up with half an hour gone. Billy Clark, what can you do? Brad Potts to Michael Caine. Spreads it wide to Luke Higham. I tell you what, the players are loving being back in this formation. Back in this narrow 4-2-3-1. They've put it on like an old, comfortable jumper. Owen the Impact Jones spreads it beautifully wide for Kieran Freeman, who crosses it into the far post. Luke Freeman's there! Luke Freeman, I really need to check if you guys are brothers. I don't think you are. But Luke Freeman gets his first Blackpool goal. And this is surpassing my wildest expectations. So that's always a good thing. Kieran Freeman turned onto his left. He's either-footed. A great trait to have in a fullback, because you can... The opposition fullback doesn't know which way he's going to go. He could go down the line. He could cut in. Does not matter to him. Witsel heads it down to Gomez. I'm going to take us off attack because El Yunusi is coming forward. That's a good ball into the centre. Aldred heads away on Witsel off the bar. How is that? Wait. Yes! How is everything going our way? This is insane. This is the best match ever. Blackpool, I mean, I say everything's going our way, but we fucking deserve that 2-0 lead at half time. We fucking deserve it. I'm very happy. I don't care if they might get complacent. I am very fucking happy with the way you have played. What we are going to do though is we are going to change it round just slightly. Because I'm aware of the problems Liverpool are causing us on the flank. So we're going to get Luke Higham and Kieran Freeman as defensive fullbacks. They're just going to hold position, not overlap, and they're going to have cover in front of them in the form of Luke Freeman and Brad Potts. Brad Potts as a defensive winger. Lovely. And then Billy Clark can still be up there as an enganche. You know? So Billy Clark, the enganche, can still... it's a fucking stupid word. He can still thread through balls through to Owen the Impact Jones and people like Kane or Freeman or Potts if they'll get him forward along with him. And you know what? We're going to stick to positions as well. We're going to cut down the expression and we're going to stick to positions. Come on, lads. 45 minutes from, I think, undoubtedly my greatest achievement as Blackpool manager so far. Come on. Nothing has happened for the first 15 minutes of the second half. That is a good thing. That is a very good thing. 20 minutes to go. Liverpool are making changes. They are not changing the system though. Okay. Okay. Our players are bloody knackered. Owen the Impact Jones is coming off for a deserved rest. And you know what? If this all goes tits up, there is going to be egg well and truly on my face. But I'm bringing on Colin Kelly to make his debut. I'm that confident for some reason. Why? Fuck it. Let's get another. No. Yeah, in fact, Billy Clark needs to come off, so James Husband can come on this left wing, where he's not relied upon as heavily for the defensive side of the game. And we are just going to stay like that, and Colin Kelly, I'll say there is no pressure on you tonight, my young friend. James Husband, in fact there's no pressure on you either. You're severely injured. Just complete the match and I will be happy. Another thing to note is we've not had a single injury in this match, which is a first for this season. It's crossed in. Aldred to Wilson. Nearly scores against his former club, but Keita gets in the way of the shot. I'll tell you what, have Liverpool had an attacking highlight apart from that disallowed goal? I'm not sure they have, you know. Vela heads it wide. To Liverpool's credit, they've hit the post twice, apparently. But we've been by far the better side. Colin Kelly crossed it in. It's headed away as far as Michael Caine. It's headed away again. See, this could be where the problems start. Keita comes forward on the left-hand side of midfield with the ball. Grujic turns inside, but he's robbed by Michael Caine. I love this team. I absolutely love Blackpool FC. 92 minutes gone. Luke Freeman swings in the free kick. It's headed away. And there we go. Blackpool 2, Liverpool 0. Goliath collapses to the floor, knocking over buildings in the process. Vanquished by the slingshot of Blackpool, which is David in this metaphor. The smaller one. That is a real turning point. That is a real fucking turning point. We went 4-2-3-1 narrow attacking at Liverpool, and we've come away with 62% possession, 18 shots to their 10, 7 on target to their 3. Let's have some more stats. Let's enjoy this for a little bit longer. We had 3 clear-cut chances to their 0, 3 half chances to their 0, a much higher percentage of passes completed. We completed 230 passes more than they did, more than Liverpool did. Okay, I'm going to stop milking it, but fucking hell, what a game. What a game. I had low expectations and they were just smashed instantly. Oh, for fuck's sake. He didn't get injured, did he? I'm sure he didn't. There were no injuries in that game. And we've come out of it and Josh Vela is fucking injured for 5 to 6 weeks. Cheers. Ah, you bastards. So we've still not gone a game without an injury. That's kind of taken the wind out of my sails, if I'm being honest. Do you have any thoughts regarding Cocu and Liverpool following the match? Philip Cocu, by the way, is the Liverpool manager, in case you didn't get that. I'm going to say I'd not showed you this, but Wayne Rooney has been a free agent since the summer. He was released by Man U, and needless to say, I tried extremely hard to bring him in to Blackpool, but in the end... Has this always been there? Has Wayne Rooney always been an awkward goalkeeper? I'm sure he hasn't. I am absolutely sure that that is not in the starting database. Who's been playing him as a goalkeeper? Is it Brøndby? Anyway, for some reason he's got some sort of Danish fixation now, so he has gone to AAB in Denmark. So another one slipped through the net. So now we have the age-old question of what do you do when you rotate your team like we just did? Because there are a bunch of people that weren't quite fit but had been in good form before they were injured. There was people like Aidan O'Brien, who's only played one game for us and scored one goal. And we rotated them out the team, and the team beat Liverpool 2-0. I think we've got to just stick as closely as we can to the team that beat Liverpool, haven't we? Surely that makes sense. Then again, we are against Leeds away, which is a different proposition. Leeds are going to be looking to take the game to us. So what we're going to do is go on the counter version of this formation. We're going to keep it largely the same. Going to keep Owen Jones up front. And we've made a couple of changes, but not that many. Let's just have a quick look at Leeds' team. They've got Silvestri in goal, Coyle, Van, Cooper and Iñaki across the back. Liam Bridcut and Ronaldo Vieira. Ronaldo Vieira has forced his way into the Leeds first team for good fucking reason. Let's keep an eye on him. He looks mental. He looks great. Up top they've got Borja, Garcia, Poveda, Dallas and Antonsson. What kind of striker are you? You're kind of an all-rounder. Okay. Bit of an all-rounder. So expect everything. They've got Stuart Dallas, who is a talented left winger but not that quick. Boya Gaston on the opposite side is more about pace. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to be alright. I think we're going to be alright as is. We should outnumber them in all areas. Mason Holgate is also on their bench. I actually failed in the summer with a double loan bid for Everton's Mason Holgate and Tom Davies. You'll probably know Tom Davies by now as the young lad who's coming through in real life at the minute. And he's doing pretty well. And Mason Holgate is just a really, really solid centre-back or right-back. They both rejected me for West Yorkshire teams. Mason Holgate went to Leeds and Tom Davies went to Huddersfield. So got neither of them after waiting about 4 weeks to see what they actually decided, which was quite annoying. But anyway, let's go to the Blackpool team. We've got Lee Camp still in net, of course, because he's now conceded 1 goal in 4. Including a game against fucking Liverpool. Defence is the same, Kieran Freeman, Tom Aldred, Danny Wilson and Luke Higham. In midfield we brought in Jack Thomas, the young lad that we signed from Mansfield. He's going to play the box-to-box midfielder role where he is most comfortable. And Michael Caine is going to be the ball winner because of the injury to Josh Vella. Up top we've just got the one change. Luke Freeman, Brad Potts and Billy Clark are still across attacking midfield. But it's Aidan O'Brien playing up front. We need that. I feel like we need that physical presence against Leeds. We're the counter-attacking side. We need that player to hold the ball up and play it into those around him. So that's going to be Aidan O'Brien today. As much as it pains me to drop Owen the Impact Jones. But then again, he can always be an impact sub. I love Owen Jones. He's an excellent player. But he is not the right fit for this game. We've also got Jimmy Lockie, who's pretty much back to fitness now. Matty Kennedy, who's coming back as well. Sammy Amiobi is nearly back in training. James Husband is just back in training, and Ash Kigbu is just happy to sit on the bench. We may yet lose Ash Kigbu this window. There's been a lot of interest all through the window for Ash Kigbu, and just no one wants to take a punt on him. I mean, if we can get 2 wins out of these 2 games, I'll be very, very happy. I'll be extremely happy. Even if we can get a win and a draw. I mean, to be honest, a win and a loss, but the wins against Liverpool, I'd have taken that at the start of the video. But they're coming forward very, very quickly after the start of the game. Dallas has hit the fucking post with a header. Bridcut has the ball on the edge of the area, and we just get it away. Okay. Okay, they've got another highlight 2.5 minutes in. Bridcut to Coyle. Coyle crosses it in, Thomas heads it away. Bridcut again gets around Potts and plays it to Coyle in space. That's a good ball. It's crossed in. Away as far as Borja Baston, deflected off fucking... who is it? Aldred, Tom Aldred, it's come off. and gone in. We need to just ride this wave out as best we can, I think, and see if things are better on the other side. I don't know what to do. Leeds have just come tearing into us. I'm starting to think maybe sitting back's not the best thing to do. We need to get in their faces. They're completely in our faces at the minute. Dallas. Oh, what a goal! What a goal for Leeds! Not even 6 minutes in, and it's 2-0. Stuart Dallas with a contender for goal of the season. Let's have a look at that again. This ball from from Borja Garcia was perfect. Straight, well, not straight onto the foot, it was a half volley, and it was quite central. Wasn't as good as I first thought, but still a very good goal. And I'll tell you what, they will be thinking now, right, we've got this, game in the bag, game in the bag. We don't need to try anymore because we've already won. And that will be their downfall. That will be their downfall because we're going to go at them. And we're going to kill them. We're not going to kill them, but we're going to go at them. Long ball over the top. It's headed back by Danny Wilson. Good lad. O'Brien, can he play it through? Sort of. Potts gets it to Billy Clark. There's no one overlapping because I've got Higham on wing-back defend. Fuck. Oh, but here comes Potts. Potts with a beautifully weighted pass ahead of Freeman. Luke Freeman couldn't get it past the keeper. And if he did, he would have had to get it past my menu. Shit. Okay, Billy Clark wins the ball for us. Good lad. Aidan O'Brien. What can you do? He's tackled, but the ball gets to Billy Clark. Now it's Brad Potts. He's lost out to Ronaldo Vieira. Leeds look a very good side. Borja Garcia to Antonsen. He's got someone running ahead of him, but Danny Wilson clears the ball. Only as far as Cooper, though. Now it's Liam Bridcut to Pervada to Dallas in space. He's going to crack another one off. He does. It's off the post. Stuart Dallas on his own could have had a 23-minute hat-trick. Fucking hell. But as it stands, it is 2, not 4-0 from their 5 shots. Danny Wilson just sort of, I don't know. Did he die? He's running now. Coyle gets the ball in. Wilson gets it away as far as Pervada. That was always going in. Did it come off Aldred as well? Just the final insult. Football Manager, I find, is a game where you need to take the rough with the smooth. It didn't actually come off Aldred. I thought it did. But yeah, there are times, you all know this, you're watching my Football Manager video. You know Football Manager and how it works. There are times when you're on top of the world with your team, and there are times when you don't ever want to play the game again, but it sucks you back in. It says, get back on your save, your team needs you. Do they? Are they going to try, or are they just going to get shit on by Leeds United? Right, they are forcing a lot of mistakes from our fullbacks. Our fullbacks have got 4 mistakes each. And what I'm going to do about that is quite strange. And it is that we're going to go back to this 5-3-2 counter formation. I had to really I'd really hidden it well. I had to search for quite a long time to find this. But we're going back to the 5-3-2, and we're going to have a back 3 of Aldred, Kigbu and Wilson, with Kigbu covering. And that should take the pressure off Higham and Freeman, so they can get forward a bit better. And we should have Wilson and Aldred dealing with the threat of their attackers. Brad Potts is going back to his natural position of ball-winning midfielder with Michael Caine beside him. Luke Freeman is going to be the attacking playmaker behind Aidan O'Brien and Owen the Impact Jones. And, I mean, it can't go any worse, can it? Well, it can. It can be 4 or 5-0. But, you know, what's the difference between 3-0 and 4 or 5-0? Let's try and get back in this game. Nothing's happened for the first 15 minutes or so, so I've switched them to attacking, hoping that that will get something out of them. Leeds have got a corner, headed away by Michael Caine. Back to Mowat, to Stuart Dallas. Borja Garcia, it's 4-0. 4-0 to Leeds. There have been, I think, 2 highlights in this match where Leeds haven't scored, and those are the highlights when they've hit the post. So, just a thoroughly convincing display by Leeds United. Last roll of the dice, I am bringing James Husband on for Luke Higham, because Luke Higham's having a pretty shitty game, and we could do with some fresh legs charging up the left wing. It's another highlight with Leeds in possession. Mowat to Coyle. Crosses it into the edge of the area where Chowdhury's waiting, and that's 5. That is 5. And turns out 2 goals are the difference between 3-0 and 5-0. 2 well taken goals. It was a good ball into the edge of the area, and Chowdhury just fired it past Lee Camp. Lee Camp, who is going to have the best seats in the house for next week's games. He is going to be in the dugout with me. Husband with a good ball over the top though. Here's Luke Freeman. Can we get a consolation? Freeman, good save by Silvestri. That's how our 2 highlights have ended today. Good saves by Silvestri. Luke Freeman swings a free kick in for Blackpool. It's headed away as far as Freeman again. Brad Potts to Danny Wilson. Release someone. He's released Antonsen. That's something, isn't it? Antonsen running through on goal. Antonsen hits it over the bar. Brad Potts to Luke Freeman. Give me that consolation. Owen the Impact Jones. Not even the Impact can get us a goal. Fucking hell. And that's the game. And I say that meaning that is that match. That's the end of that match. And also that is the game. That is Football Manager. You beat Liverpool 2-0 and then you get thumped by Leeds United 5-0. 5-0. There's a long road ahead. That leaves us 20th in the Championship, but we've still got a shit ton of players to come back to fitness. And once they do, we will have a good squad to choose from, and we can start building some momentum. So any sort of results like this, I'm just going to put behind me. To be honest, I'm not going to dwell on them too much because I'm confident that when our squad gets back to full strength, we will. I think we'll probably be mid-table this season. That's my ambition for this season. I'm just hoping for mid-table, nothing fancy, just well clear of relegation would be nice. Very much the last roll of the dice on this one. Charlie Adam is still homesick, so he's going to stay in America. So work that one out. Not the north of England. He's not going to go to the north of England to solve his homesickness of being away from Scotland. He's going to stay in the United States of America. So good. I know, in fact, nothing happened on transfer deadline day. So excellent. But yeah, this has been a very sort of polar episode. We saw a very good result and then a very bad result. Since that Leeds match, we've had Sammy Amiobi and Jonathan Walters come back to training. Well, Jonathan Walters is only in light training still. But slowly the squad is coming back, and I maintain that when that squad comes back, it's all going to kick off. So that's where I'm going to leave this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and make sure to go and check out the other stuff we're doing on the channel. Oh, and once again, if this video gets 10 likes or more, the next video will go up early. If not, it'll be next Friday. So apart from that, I will see you next time. Bye.